Hello students, welcome you all once again to my channel. In this video also I want to continue with few more blanks and a few questions from carbonyl compounds. Okay, so listen carefully, be ready with a pen and paper. So let us start. Question number 1. Explain with equations what happens when. In that first bit we have acetaldehyde is treated with dilute alkali and the product is heated. What is the first question? Acetaldehyde is treated with dilute alkali. Dilute alkali means nothing but a base and the product obtained is heated. So this is a well-known named reaction. I have written here. Two molecules of acetaldehyde undergo condensation in the presence of a dilute base forming, I am writing here, CH3, CH, OH, CH, H, CHO. Okay. So when two molecules of acetaldehyde condense with one another in the presence of a base, we get this product. This is called as beta hydroxy butyraldehyde. This is the compound obtained when acetaldehyde is treated with a base. Now, the product is heated. What happens when this product is heated? So, when it is heated, water molecule is removed, H minus H2O. Finally, leading to the formation of CH3, CH, double bond, CH, CHO. Okay. So, this is your answer. And this is called as alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. It has a name called as crotonaldehyde. Okay, your answer is crotonaldehyde. Next, coming to the second bit under first question. Formaldehyde is treated with caustic potash. What is caustic potash, students? It is potassium hydroxide. So, here I have written two molecules of formaldehyde, that is HCHO, when treated with KOH, that means in the presence of a base. These two react with one another forming, this is also one of the named reactions called as Cannizzaro reaction. If you can go through the mechanism once, you will be knowing the answer for this. The products obtained are CH3OH plus HCOO minus. What is CH3OH, students? It is called as methanol. Methanol or methyl alcohol, and HCOO minus is formate ion. Formate anion. Okay. Next, third bit. What happens when ammonia reacts with acetaldehyde? So acetaldehyde is CH3, CHO plus H and H2. I have written ammonia like this. You know that we get CH3, C, OH, here H, here comes NH2, which is called as acetaldehyde ammonia. Okay, this is the answer for this. Next, when acetone is treated with excess of ethanol or ethyl alcohol in presence of an acid. So acetone when it is treated with ethyl alcohol. So I have written here acetone CH3C double bond O CH3 plus C2H5OH in the presence of an acid. We get CH3 C OH. Here comes CH3, here OC2H5. Okay. So what happened? This pi bond is broken and H from ethyl alcohol comes to oxygen and OC2H5 goes to carbon. What is this called as? This is called as hemiketal. So what is the question given? Acetone is treated with excess of ethanol. That means it further reacts with ethanol C2H5OH in the presence of an acid forming. So what happens? This H and OH comes out as minus H2O, thereby CH3 COC2H5, here OC2H5 and here will be CH3. So finally this is called as ketal. The answer for this is first hemiketal is obtained and finally we get ketal. Okay. Next. Second question. What is the compound which forms acetaldehyde on hydrolysis in the presence of dilute alkali? Here the product obtained is given and how the reaction is taking place is also given. But we need to know here the starting compound. So which compound gives acetaldehyde on hydrolysis in the presence of dilute alkali? The answer is CH3 CCl So what is this? This is CH3 CCl means this is a terminal gem dihalide. The two halogens are on the last carbon. It is called as 1,1 dichloroethane. When it undergoes hydrolysis, here we get OH and OH. So two OH groups on same carbon is unstable and hence one H2O goes out and we get acetaldehyde. Okay, that is the answer for this question. Next question. An organic compound X is oxidized using acidified potassium dichromate. The compound obtained reacts with phenylhydrazine but does not answer silver mirror test. Identify the compound X. What is the question? An organic compound X is oxidized using acidified potassium dichromate and the compound obtained on oxidation can react with phenylhydrazine but do not respond to silver mirror test. What is that compound? So we all know that ketones do not respond to silver mirror test but it can react with phenylhydrazine. Okay, so ketones are obtained by the oxidation of secondary alcohols. So X is CH3 CHOH CH3. This is secondary alcohol on oxidation with acidified potassium dichromate. We get acetone. Okay, so this on reaction with phenylhydrazine, we get a derivative called as hydrazone, but it does not respond to tolerance test. Okay, so your answer is what is X? The question is what is X? So X is secondary alcohol. This is isopropyl alcohol. You are supposed to write X as isopropyl alcohol. Okay, understood? Next. The next question, how do you distinguish 2-pentanone and 3-pentanone? What is 2-pentanone? Pent means 5 carbons. on second carbon there is C double bond O group. This is 2-pentanone and this is 3-pentanone. So we can distinguish these two compounds when they are together using iodoform test, which we perform with iodine in the presence of NaOH. Okay. So using iodine and NaOH, that is by performing iodoform test, we can distinguish 2-pentanone and 3-pentanone. Next. The next question. What is IUPAC name of cinnamaldehyde? So what is cinnamaldehyde? C6H5 CH double bond CH CHO is cinnamaldehyde. So we will try to number the carbons. This is the first carbon, second carbon and third carbon. So third carbon has phenyl group and second carbon there is unsaturation, that is double bond. So this can be named as 3-phenyl 2-ene propanol. Okay, so 3-phenyl 2-ene propanol. You can give the IUPAC name of cinnamaldehyde. Okay, students. Next question. An organic compound X with the formula C3H8O. So what is its formula? C3H8O on oxidation gives a compound Y with the formula C3H6O2. The compound X should be an dash. So look at the molecular formula of both the compounds, C3H8O and C3H6O2. So how is C3H6O2 formed from C3H8O on oxidation? So look at the two compounds. Both the compounds have similar number of carbon atoms. So only aldehydes on oxidation produce carboxylic acids having similar number of carbon atoms. Therefore, your answer will be the compound should be an aldehyde. Compound should be an aldehyde. Okay. Next question. Aldehydes on reaction with alpha bromoesters in presence of zinc and dry ether produce beta hydroxy esters. What is the name of the reaction? What is the name of the reaction? What is the reaction, students? Alpha bromoesters in the presence of zinc dry ether produce beta hydroxy esters. What is the name of this reaction? The name of this reaction is Refermatsky reaction. The answer, Refermatsky reaction. Next question. The product of reduction of 3-methyl 2-pentanone is, again 5 carbons. Second carbon there is C double bond O group. Third carbon there is methyl group. Okay, if we give the numbering like this, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The reduction of 3-methyl 2-pentanone is, so 2 hydrogens will be added. So we'll be getting CH3, CH2, CH3. Here we get CH, OH, CH3. So now now name this compound. Third again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So 3-methyl. Third carbon there is methyl group. And second carbon there is hydroxy group. So you can write it like this, 2-pentanol or 3-methyl 2-hydroxy pentane you can write. So anyway you can write, it will be the right answer. Okay, students. Next, complete the following reaction. CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH3. This is called as 2-butanone. On reaction with phosphorus pentachloride, PCl5 gives CH3, CH2, C, Cl, Cl, CH3 plus PO, Cl3. This is a non-terminal gem dihalide. So we can name it as 2,2 dichlorobutane because 4 carbons are there. It is a non-terminal gem dihalide. Okay. Next, an organic compound X on reaction with malonic acid in the presence of a base, that is ammonia, gives cinnamic acid. What is X? This is also one of the named reactions, Knoevenagel reaction. The organic compound is benzaldehyde. So go through that reaction, students, once. Knoevenagel reaction. The answer is benzaldehyde. And the next question, what is the compound formed when acetone undergoes aldol condensation? So you can do the mechanism taking acetone involving in aldol condensation. You will get the product mesitile oxide. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, students, these are all the questions. In this video, please learn the questions, learn all the blanks and all the questions properly and practice them. Thank you.